Crow picked up the ball with the tiger and turned their act into his act.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
There we go. Round 1 done. Boom, 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 boom.
But yeah, Iron, when you're ready to go, even if I'm just co-DMing or whatnot, I wanna see you broadcast, even if I don't have the time to play, or if I have the time to play. It's so weird with this job.
Yeah, jobs suck. We should outlaw all.
There could be a living wage, but no one wants to do that. That's like
Living
hundreds of years in the
wage?
future.
That's commie talk, sir.
I am
Next,
a
you want
commie
a
bear.
home.
I am a commie
Next-
bear, unfortunately.
Next, you want a home and then equal pay and what?
No,
Food?
I don't need a home or equal pay, but I do need food.
Everyone gets 10 cats.
To eat, right?
Wait, what?
What?
Is that how that works? I thought food.
There you go. What? You have to take care.
Wait, what did I walk in on? I'm confused.
10 cats.
If you need money, I have a study session going on to get my security plus. So you get a job in security for IT. That's $100,000 minimum starting. So,
Is it remote?
yeah, 2 days remote. No, 3 days remote usually. 2 days in.
That's
That's how it
not...
usually works.
And it's just cybersecurity?
Yeah, cybersecurity.
All right, time to get my security plus.
It's a tough cert to get. I've been doing it for like a month, and I'm like, bro, I'm so dumb. I can't. I haven't learned in 5 years. I haven't been to school in so long. I'm like, but it's,
Like-
You're about to teach school.
oh
God, welcome to
Yeah,
Demonology 101, baby.
Yeah. Ugh.
Welcome to magical security.
Honestly,
Is there
yeah.
magical TSA in the school.
Yes, that's Grung. He folds you, and if you're foldable, you're in.
Everyone's foldable.
Exactly.
If you try hard enough.
But it is instilling the fear that Grung will fold you, and that it prevents
Oh, okay.
any risk. Oh fuck! Not Kazuya. Sorry, I'm playing Tekken 8 before we start playing.
That's fine. That's fine. If it makes you feel any better, Ryan, you're going to be one of the crucial linchpins in the next module.
Look at you.
Why would you do that?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't, but Piazzo just did.
Good old Payazo.
What do you mean you would? How dare you?
You can't backtrack on your own words, sir.
That should be fine. I don't know what the module is, but woohoo!
Yeah.
Wahoo!
Well, we're going to find out at the end of today's session. Or maybe sooner. We don't know.
There we go.
Did we do best and worst last time?
We did at the end of the
Okay,
session.
Good. I
And
wanted
we
to
also
make sure.
discussed various things. We're level 12, right?
You are
Yeah.
level 12 because the next module begins you at level 12.
Gotcha. It was funny. I still didn't pick my skill feat for level 12.
I'm still missing like 4 skill feet or 4 feats, so you don't worry about it.
You're
yeah,
gonna
4
have
feats, damn.
You're gonna have the entire month of February to decide.
Oh, okay.
because I need to prepare for 2 campaigns now, Bloodlords and this for the new modules.
Oh my!
Ooh.
You doing another campaign?
I
I'm
do
happy
3
Ludlow's taking
campaigns,
back off.
sir.
Bramble,
You're crazy.
Bramble's really cool, and also does, godlike level things.
Yeah, I'm a one game kind of GM.
Really?
I want to be like Bramble when I grow up.
I don't. That sounds like way too much work.
It is a lot of work, sir, but my reward is very intrinsic with the people that I meet and the good times I get to have. Most of which are with IT people, apparently, because I've invited more IT people into the Saturday game without knowing.
Well, then I apologize because I'm not gonna give you anything because I'm a miserable person to be around.
You already have, sir. Especially with this next module, you're about to give till it hurts.
Sounds like we're making sacrifices.
No, you don't need to do sacrifices. I mean, you gotta sacrifice magical items. That's about it.
What is this? Baldur's Gate 3?
Oh god. Gale. It's just like,
That's why you kill
Babies.
Gale.
baby's hungry again. I just fed you, Gale.
Hey, don't bad talk Gale, right? I always use him to just suicide bomb the brain.
Oh, is that what you do?
Yeah, I don't want Orpheus to become a squid, and I'm not gonna become a squid. I have things to live for.
You know what? I think
But-
I'll do that in my next game.
I just
thing.
used him for sex.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, dude is thirsty. He immediately is like, so yeah, I think I'm
I
into
see you've
you,
been
but
looking
look
at
magic.
me.
I bit his hand off.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Dark
yeah,
urge,
you
dark
did that.
urge, dark urge.
The dirge, man.
I stopped
And
to do
then-
a dirge run.
And then I killed a goblin with his severed hand. That was cool. That's the only good thing he's done so far.
Damn.
Just fucking yeet, throw it, kill the goblin. Yes. Pick it back up. For part of me, I was like, man, I wonder if Gale's gonna come back and look for his hand or something and like get mad at me, and then they're gonna force him into the campaign. And then they're like, no, he's gone.
He's
Well.
gone for good.
Oh, well, that's why I'm a sorcerer. Fuck wizards.
Yes, that's exactly what I do in my playthrough. Fuck wizards.
but fuck the wizards.
Fuck the wizard. Yes,
thought-
indeed.
I thought you'd go all over the druids, the Howls, and
I did.
Nah.
He's polyamorous.
Oh my god.
Not like that bitch Asterion who is just like, I need you to decide between me and Gale. Gale.
And you're like, what?
You heard me. I'll say it again.
I didn't even double face. I didn't even go what? It was just like Gale.
All right.
Asterion is always on my stab list. I impale him with a stick.
Do
Usually.
you really?
I'm
After,
impaled
like,
with
you-
other things.
Asterian's a little bitch boy.
I
Fuck
stabbed-
Asterion.
Yes.
See, for me, there was one playthrough I didn't even recruit Asterion, and then like you get to like the Asterion story place, and you beat the boss, and if you open up one of the coffins, Asterion's corpse is in there.
Woo.
If you resurrect him as a zombie, it's pretty funny too.
Let's be real. The Emperor. Snooze. No one likes the Emperor.
Aw.
Empress, yeah, it's neat, and you couldn't pay me to get that achievement. The fact that the Emperor lies to you the entire time, it's like, yeah, you know what?
He never stops lying to you. It's
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
he gaslights you like, I only told you what you needed to hear.
Yeah. And then his awesome dragon boyfriend was killed by him.
And I do really despise him being Balderon, but other than
I
that,
think it's
thought it
highly
was good.
appropriate. That was solid right there, especially with Stelmane.
No,
I DM'd Descent into Avernus, and having someone who was close to Stelmane in that campaign and seeing her deteriorate, and knowing the Emperor was there with everything, it was really fulfilling.
Well, yeah, when you DM'd though, it's not. I'm talking about him being Baldur in the game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't. I thought the writing was a bit
off with that one, maybe.
Yeah, a bit forced, personally.
I can get behind a little bit of suspension of disbelief when the whole of it is so good.
Yeah, 100%. Like every character you interact with is like very well polished to an extent. Like I genuinely love the Shadowheart storyline, especially when you get to Act 2.
Oh, Shart.
Yeah,
I
Shart.
thought she was the daughter of Celtic Thorn, and I'm going like, it makes sense. She
does.
is his daughter, and then I'm going like, who the fuck is this woman?
She's in the last flight in. You should see her.
No, I don't care about her. Shadowheart makes the most sense because he was a cleric of Shar, and he was missing his daughter, and she had her memories wiped. It made perfect sense for her to be Celtic Thorn's daughter.
But no, make it this girl.
I hate her.
And like, sincerely, all I did is like I got the Moon Lantern and I didn't even do the Moon Blessing. I was like, this is not worth it.
Are we streaming right now?
We are.
Oh, no,
hello.
Okay. Never mind.
Yes.
No.
What's wrong?
No, nothing. Anyway.
Okay.
He's gonna tell us how much he hates Shar and anyone that resides.
No. I liked when you met went to Act 3 at the Shar Temple, and there was, I forget her name, the Drow who's the leader.
Oh
of the
yeah,
temple,
the mother.
Yeah.
Who is the Drow from Baldur's Gate 2?
Yes.
That's fun. That was nice. Nice little touch there.
Apparently, a recurring character in Baldur's Gate because Minsk and Minthara interact with her.
Yeah. Baldur's Gate 2.
That's pretty cool.
I don't like how they did. Oh shit! I just woke up. I'm so tired.
That's
not. Who was the ball spawn in Baldur's Gate 1?
Are you talking about Sevarok?
It was me.
Sarevok.
It was me.
Sarevok.
Sarevok? Okay.
Yeah. Him being brought back in the third game, I didn't like that at all.
Well, he was brought back in the second game. So.
Yes,
right,
that's
but
his
MO.
MO.
He was brought back in the second game, but if you played a good character over the course of the game, he converted to a chaotic good alignment, right?
Yeah, but that was only because you were stronger than him, kind of. Right?
Yeah, but here's the thing: in the lore, I think you played as a good ball spawn, like canonically. So I'm like, okay, well, Sarah, like, what are you doing back here? Because like I made you a good person. What are you doing here?
It only takes one decision to fall back into the alignment trap of D&D.
Yep. Well, ooh, look at power, and they jingle it in front of you like some boo boo keys.
Yes.
And it's like, ooh.
I'm gonna resurrect. Come back, and he's like, okay, I want you to have an incest baby. Okay.
What?
All right, now you're new. Yeah,
Oh, you didn't know, huh?
You didn't know? Orin is the daughter of
gross.
him and his daughter.
Oh my god. No,
It's
I
a
didn't.
family reunion.
Oh my god. Ew.
The worst part is,
Wait a
or
minute,
I guess the
Dark
best
Urge.
part.
What about the Dark Urge?
He's not related.
Dirge,
Oh,
he's
thank
not
God.
related.
Thank God.
But, like,
I'm here.
If you play like a cool dirge that's charisma based and just talk to her, or I guess anyone, and be like, you could like really like tell her like, hey, I guess you didn't know. It runs in the family, blah 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 blah. And she's like, you're lying.
She freaks out. I always name. I had two dirge characters, and I'm like, what's the first one gonna be named? The first one is La Dirge, and the second one, Le Dirge, like
Le Dirge.
Le Dirge. He's French.
Le-
He's a French dirge.
Oh my god.
Are we waiting on me just to stop talking?
Oh, we are not waiting on you to stop talking, sir, but when you are finished, we will begin.
All right.
It was a good warm-up, though. That was a good warm-up conversation. Thank you.
Hey.
So, everything is complete. All that waits for you is to go back to the Magambia within the Mwangi Expanse and report on how you did. Everyone is waiting for your initial report after month 1 is complete.
Okay.
Little do they
So-
know that you have completed research on 2 archaeological sites instead of just 1, when they were just expecting an initial report and your plan to conduct research over the course of the next several months.
So, maybe that will excuse us being late.
You're not late. You're extremely early.
Are we?
Yes! The first month was just for the initial report. You completed almost 6 to 8 months worth of downtime in 1 month.
Mm.
You know what? I think we're doing a good job.
And you
That's
did it
just
on-
me.
You did it on 2 sites and not 1.
And
Well-
we have a new candidate for a teacher, and we also have, what was that? Tharvio the Quick is also going to be helping
Yes.
us.
Plus, you have the lizard man girl who's coming with you as a initiate. You got her from the Turwa Uplords and that special agent who promised to help you, whose help you didn't need.
Yes.
She'll be one of the 5 new students that either
Very
Professor
cool.
OT or someone else will be interviewing.
Oh
Ooh.
my god, lizard people. More lizard people.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
More
And
reason to introduce them.
Yep, and she's very fond of Saris.
What could
I
that
don't know
there
who
is?
this
You have-
is. I have no idea
teacher's
who
pet.
you are.
Yeah, but before we get back to campus, Iron, why don't you tell us what the sponsors are going to think of everything that's happened? Do you think your do you think your parents are going to be happy to see you again? You know, like that you were successful?
I'd imagine not.
Well,
But I think they're going to pretend. And I hate to be the one to say it. There may be a Taldor Nice situation going on where everybody pretends everything is fine.
Okay.
So, like, I'm assuming that there's going to be a tense but cordial interaction during the report.
Mm-hmm.
But deep down, we know it's really happening there.
Any unfinished business in the Sodden lands that you'd like to take care of in the last 4 days?
I'd like to ask if it would be cool to check in, like, the students to
Yeah.
see if anyone has been plagued with any type of curse from any of these sites, or even, I don't know, someone's hiding some resources.
Oh, hiding some resources. Are you accusing your students of stealing? I'll need a perception check. Blind,
I wouldn't-
please.
I could do that. I wouldn't necessarily call it, like, accusing, but, like,
Yeah. Are you
I-
also going
I-
to search Ignacy's tent?
I mean, Ignacy is a speaker, and if they have something to hide, that is pretty dumb of them, because it will come out in any type of meeting we'll have with our superintendent. So,
I'll do it.
you'll do
Okay.
it? Okay, cool.
Yeah. You give me your blind roll.
Yeah, so like I would like to host, like, I'll put up the portable tent or the portable bodega, just do like a medical check on everyone and make sure everyone's cool, and then perception to see if anyone's hiding anything.
Sure.
Also, for character level up, just so you guys know, Grung can now cast 4th level spells.
Whoa.
Ooh.
That's strong.
Fourth rank, sir.
Yes.
Who allowed this?
The rule book.
Thank you, rulebook. Rome
Guess
is
what
now
I'm getting?
stronger.
For my first, second, third, fourth. I'm definitely getting Longstrider.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna buff myself and be like fucking Einzelgown.
Oh my
Oh
god.
God.
Greater resistance.
Yeah.
Greater
Still
movement.
chaos. Like, oh no, run!
Greater athletics. Now I can move
Holy
4,000
eater.
feet.
Bone breaker. What?
What?
All right, students, we're ready for the lesson. Ah!
So Disco, you begin searching everyone's stuff, and a lot of the students are very open. They like open their bags and stuff, and they let you go through their things, and you know you let them they let you check them medically and whatnot, and they're going like, did something go missing? Is something wrong?
Nothing missing, but these are older places, and we don't. Yes, we did check for magics that may harm, but I want to ensure that everyone was all right, and if something was afoul, I would essentially help now before we head back to the Macombi expense.
Ancient root.
Yeah.
Ancient root took
Yes,
it.
Ansharut?
Ancient root took it.
Took-
I'm sorry.
What did you take, Ansharut?
I took it.
You took what?
Don't be angry.
I won't be angry. What did you take?
Don't be angry.
I promise I won't be angry.
And she takes out this little Cyclops idol and whatnot that looks like a doll.
I'm not angry. I'm disappointed. No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't say that to Ansharut. I wouldn't say that to
crying.
Ansharut.
Man got murdered. Whoa.
Today we're gonna have to talk. No.
Grunk's gonna come up to my tent. I didn't know I could have to split trees today, but today's that day. No.
PTSD
No, this-
from growing up.
Yeah.
No, just go and say that to Ansharut. But like,
Oh dear God.
I would.
Get another Leshy.
Does it look like it's any way harmful, magical wise?
It looks like an ordinary doll that has been fused together with bones and other things. And its eye is actually a gemstone of some kind.
You know what?
That's not creepy.
I'll do a one of my new feats.
Mm-hmm.
Not one of my new feats. I'm crazy. That new feats to detect spells.
Uh-huh.
I'll do a quick identification on the gemstone just to see if it's anything of like magical worth or
Sure.
even. So I guess I will use. Yeah, identify magic. Okay. And then the interact is it just Arcana or can it be any of the magical
It can be any.
skill?
It can be
okay.
any now.
I will do nature. Blind GM roll. Go.
All right, so you can tell without a shadow of a doubt, a shadow of a doubt that this doll is indeed magical, and it contains the soul of an ancient Cyclops.
Oh. Ansharut, do you know what you have there?
Doll.
Okay. Just to let you know, in that doll is the soul of a Cyclops.
Vorticai is a good doll.
I can believe that, and I would like to believe that you have it under control. But if anything happens that is weird, will you tell us with that
Yes.
doll? You promise?
The doll says, "I promise."
Disco backs away 5 steps. Bye, Ansharut.
Okay. All right, now to Harros. As you open the door to the tent, you know, like getting ready to investigate, going like, okay, Ignacy, let's see what you did this time. Ignacy is on the bed, playing with this. Harros! How are you doing? And he just like takes the tiny dragon into his vest.
I'm fine. How are you?
And-
What are you hiding?
The dragon just goes, meh.
Wait. Explain.
Well, you know that hatchery you found, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, I found this little guy wandering nearby after you guys were gone on the way over to the Cyclopses.
And you thought not to mention it.
There was no need to mention it. It's not an artifact, it's just a little guy.
Let me see it.
He hands you the tiny cloud dragon.
Can I do a recall knowledge check on this little dragon?
Sure.
Let's see. Go with nature.
It's smolder. No.
Nature blind roll.
Well, so this is actually a dragon that is also considered an air elemental. Cloud dragons are not natives to this plane. They have a
between.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
He's just kind of looking between this cloud dragon and his familiar for a second.
And Zhao Shen looks at you and goes like, "You wouldn't, master."
No, of course not. How could you even ask me that?
It is considered an air elemental, too.
Sounds like we have a new student.
Does it speak?
Meh.
Harris is just gonna say hello in Draconic.
It says hello back.
Oh. I don't know why that was so unexpected. He hands the dragon back to Ignacy. I don't know why you felt like you needed to hide this, but
Because this is my discovery. You guys had the archaeological sites and everything, and we all helped with that, but I'm going to raise this dragon into a great protector, just like Agzami was.
okay.
Can we kill her? Or him?
I mean, if you want Harris to disintegrate, you go for it.
Alright, fine.
I was going to tell the others, when it was appropriate. I just didn't want to get in the way. It always feels like I'm in the way, and he sort of gives you that shunned, like, sad looking face.
Don't do that, because I know that face. I invented that face.
I know, that's why I copied it.
That's the Taldorf.
That's Taldor.
I can't even be mad
it's
at that.
me from Taldor. Oh.
The dragon makes the same face.
Okay, see, now we're just passing on bad habits to the new generation. That's just not what we're supposed to be doing. At moments like this, it's WWDD. What would Disco do? Just make sure it doesn't, eat students.
Oh, no, this little guy wouldn't eat students, would you? And it says hello in Draconic.
Wait. Do you know Draconic, Ignacy?
No? Don't they naturally start with that at character creation, he asks?
Through my recall knowledge, do I know how old this is a recently hatched dragon,
Yes.
right?
This is a newly hatched dragon within the last week.
I don't think you were born with fully formed words.
It says
That's an
hello.
elemental.
Did you at least give him a name?
Oh, yeah, I was gonna call him Exami after his mother.
This is out of character, but now we that place is in considered ruined. There's someone that owns it. We've got to turn into a living trust now.
Why do I feel like this is? Why do I feel like this is turning into raising children?
You're a teacher.
An excellent point. I think it dawns on Harris at that second that this is the same thing. It's like, I can't escape. Well, you're going to have to teach it, because I'm busy.
Ah, that's why we're going to a school. Everybody can teach him, just like, you know, our two little spider friends.
Uh-huh.
I'll just put him in the commune with the other children, and nature will take its course.
Yeah, maybe don't do that. You should at least teach him how to, you know, speak first.
It says hello in Draconic.
Speak to it.
So he kind of like crouches down, eye to eye with this hatchling.
It nibbles
and he
your
says
ear.
That's huh. Why did you do this to me, Ignacy?
I didn't do anything. Nature just took its course.
And he kind of like gently pulls the hatchling away. He says, "You're lucky you're cute."
It says hello in Draconic.
I don't know how to teach children how to speak. I can tell stories all day.
Bring it to Grung. Grung's an expert at speaking, just not reading.
Just not reading.
That's why he's a speaker, duh.
Exactly, not a reader.
Well, kids repeat everything they hear anyway, so I'm going to need you, Ignacy, to be very, very careful.
The Simpsons that came here to lead, not to read.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's a good one. All right, here's what we're going to do. When I get back, we are going to teach this little guy how to speak in Draconic. Clearly, he's intelligent. Not just some head.
Of course not. I wasn't going to treat him as a pet. He is a living, breathing, sentient creature.
Good.
Now,
Glad we're
let's
on
put
the
him in
same
his
page.
cage.
What? Okay, see.
To be fair, he is from Taldor, and they.
Yeah, no cages.
Not even a carrier?
Carry him.
I mean, you have two working hands.
I do, but these hands, they're for loving and research. And he looks at each one respectively.
And he's all out of love.
Aww.
Well, now they're for three things. You're gonna have to be more versatile. You're a lore speaker now.
Act like one. No. There.
Says Harris, who became a lore speaker at the exact same time.
Yes. Which is odd. It's like Samshu said, like, I will never acknowledge Ignacy as a lore speaker. And here Heros is trying to have a heart-to-heart with him.
Well, Heros needs as many friends as he can get, given his situation.
Mm.
All right, is there anything else that you're hiding in here?
No.
Are you lying to me?
The dragon just mimics. No.
I don't need there to be two of you. I need you to understand that.
Don't worry. I'm the one thing you never have to worry about.
I feel like that warrants a sense motive roll.
Oh, no! Okay.
Like, are we sure about this?
The DC is 22. Or, excuse me, 23. Wow, you're so better at him. So yeah, he's squirreled away some things from that town that you were in. Basically, some items or whatnot that he collected from Briar 8 Sunsets, including some research into the cult that he's been conducting secretly because he found out from you it was of Taldorian origin, and he's tracing what he believes to be is some sort of artifact or some artifacts back to Norgerber, back to his homeland. It seems to be relating to someone's family. You can't tell which family it is, but it's definitely someone you're both familiar with.
I think Heros is gonna pick up on like the personal nature of it. I think he'd let it go. You know, as long as you're not like hoarding any weird cursed objects or anything like that, I guess it's fine.
Do I look like Ancharut?
Wait, what did Ancharut do?
Some sort of doll that contains Lich's phylactery or something. I don't know. It's Grung's problem.
Grung wasn't there for that.
I'm sure they'll catch it.
It definitely won't become a story thread in the next module.
Absolutely not. All right. I don't know that Heros would leave though. I think he just
He just
hang out
stays.
until he just hang out in Ignacy's tent until he was kicked out.
I think Grung would just be looking for everyone.
Yeah.
Like poke in to like see Disco and help Disco a little bit to healing, and then eventually make his way over to Heros and Ignacy, just following the trail of fucking bear hair.
Oh,
You know?
God. He's shedding.
Well,
My-
that's canon now.
My tracking.
Yeah. So the dragon sees someone new and gets excited and bolts to Grung.
Grung catches him.
Hello in Draconic, it says.
Grung just kind of like, "Arr." He doesn't know what is it speaking. I do not know it. Hello. What is this thing? It looks like a dragon. Is it a dragon? Who found the dragon? Good job, Heros.
Oh my God. Oh God. And Ignacy's like, no, I did. I found it while looking for all of you.
Oh.
How
Oh,
can
okay.
you be so thoughtless?
I mean, it's got me quite far.
He's not wrong though,
He is
which
not
is
wrong.
wild.
Oh.
Grung will just, you know, the dragon like kind of like on his shoulder.
Yep.
It's like even if though it has claws, this Grung's skin is tough.
Yeah, it does the cat thing where it like makes biscuits,
Yep.
but it doesn't pierce your skin.
Nope. Not yet.
It can't.
But he said hello.
Oh. Is this one of them clown dragons?
Cloud with a D.
Oh, clown.
It's one of 2 words he knows. We're working on that.
I've gotten up to E. You know, like counting my fingers. That's, you know, I'm like, I haven't gotten to get to use my second hand. So it looks like everything's going well for camp. Everyone still has enough provisions to continue onward, and or are we heading back? Because there's probably more runes, right?
Yeah. And just finding them all over the place. Now he thinks they're like the wondrous items that turn into animals. It's just like, that's a ruin? No, that's a Costco.
Damn it.
I mean, given our proclivities, we can make it a ruin.
Oh no.
We have to go back and give this initial report, I guess.
What initial report, Ignacy says? You fully researched 2 distinct archaeological locations that will shake the fabric.
Yes, apparently we're just that good.
Or lucky.
I said what I said.
We just have a knack for this, I guess.
I
We don't stop. That's it. That's the key.
The dragon says, we don't stop.
Oh.
We don't.
All right, that's enough of that. And he reaches for the dragon to take it from Grung.
You're too short. I'll pick it up and give it to you. I'm like, what was it that one teacher said before he retired? Plus ultra? Yeah.
Eros, this might be an excuse to get that feat that makes you large now, so you can reach Grung.
You know what? it just crossed my mind.
What's funny is I was looking at the enlarge spell that Druid has. Or reduce, because then having a small Grung would be funny too.
Oh my god, small Grung ripping off someone's fingers. It's hilarious.
Oh my god!
like whole Ant-Man style.
Yeah. Just
my
like
God.
just imagine like him running, like sliding under a door and then just like fucking nut punching someone. I'd be able to flip them from their feet.
Well, for the time being, Ixame will be staying with Ignacy. Hands the hatch. What? No.
No.
He looks at the hatchling and he says in Draconic, "What do you mean no?"
No.
I guess not. Do you want to stay with us?
You don't want to go with Ignacy?
No.
Do you want to stay here?
No.
Do you want... And I point to Krung.
It says no, and then cuddles his face.
Alright. Well, Ignacy, you'll have to play researcher.
That's yes, he says in Draconic.
No.
This is gonna be
interesting.
An adventure. Yeah. So Ignacy,
Grung's gonna go find food for it, and he's just gonna.
Yep, it goes with him.
He's gonna break the news technology.
Alright.
So I think Ixame adopted Grung.
Perfect. They both read at the same level.
Again, you're not wrong.
Hunting, teaching it.
Yeah, it gets down. It gets down right on the ground with you and starts looking at the tracks and following, doing what you're doing. It gets all excited, jumping up and down, like climbing on your back, mimicking exactly what you do.
This is gonna be one scary dragon. It's gonna fly after us. Why is it running?
It just gets up on two legs and runs.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
It's like those lizards that run on their back legs in a desert.
The red ones.
Yeah. Or if it's tile, all its legs just kind of like tick, 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 tick.
All right. So, in the meantime, has anyone seen Zara?
I'm just chilling out.
I think Harris assumes he's like making or about to make mayhem somewhere.
Well, why would you assume that? I think that's an accusation, sir. I haven't done anything really. Besides
Harris
murder to those
trusts
guards.
Harris trusts no one. Or rather, he trusts no one not to be in their nature because he knows himself as well. So,
Just because I summon a devil or two.
there were at least 3, but continue.
Oh, you wait till I turn into one with my new bitchin' spell. No, but Zara's is more than likely. What time of day is it? Morning?
It is whatever time of day you wish it to be, because we're still in downtime.
These aren't my students, so I'm just really chilling out, walking around, and just seeing people and what they're doing. Nothing else to do.
You see a group of kids that are hanging out and whatnot, and they're smoking silver leaf and whatnot, and they offer it to you.
Damn, they're cool.
What's Silverleaf? I'm sorry, I'm not.
So
Pathfinder
let's talk
filled.
about drugs in Pathfinder.
It's a level 1 herb in World of Warcraft classic. Oh, sorry.
Nerd. Who plays WoW? Get out of here.
A lot of people.
I know. You're all slaves to the machine.
Save me.
So I think it's called Fey Leaf. Let me get this here. Yep, it's Fey Leaf.
Silverleaf is the hard version.
Yeah.
They add silver powder to it to make it more dangerous.
There you go. So, Fey Leaf plant is relatively common, and through the mild euphoric effects of smoking, its dried leaves increase when it's sourced from plants specifically grown to produce such effects. It's basically pot.
Okay, so it's just weed. So there's these kids. Like, how old are these kids? Like, I'm confused.
They're the college kids that you've been seeing around everywhere. Noxolo is there smoking too, because she's one of the cool kids.
I just nod and I walk past them. I'm not gonna,
Aww.
you know.
It's like, I'm not gonna narc, but I'm not gonna participate.
Yeah. My mind needs to stay like a razor sharp.
Asmodeus says no to drugs.
You know,
Well,
I get behind these.
Yeah,
technologies.
because they hinder performance of your workers. Obviously.
Here's the thing: if I get high and a devil shows up, like, "Hey, I want to make a deal," I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, man, what do you think about this?" It ain't a good look. But yeah, I'm not gonna narc on them. They can do what they want.
Is it even banned, Bramble?
No,
Like-
Ignacy sells drugs on campus. You know that.
That's right.
Actively.
Yeah, I forgot. And we had someone. Victoria used to make the drugs for the school.
Yes, she did.
No wonder that dragon couldn't talk. His eyes are fucking tight, bro.
Funny you should say that. Right now, Grung's teaching it how to fly by wrapping some string and running like a kite. to give it.
Oh, that's so
God.
cute! Yeah, it does. It flaps. It flaps as you drag it on the way, and it goes flappy flap in the breeze. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But just because Grung's running fast, it gives it that forward momentum.
Yeah. You just see the eyes like a cartoon character with the speed lines.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm assuming that these kids are now like very happy not Solo might be promoted, and they're just like, hell yeah, dude.
Yep.
You're gonna show them.
And then when you're in charge and I'll be the boss, dude, and then you're in charge and I'll be the boss, dude, and we'll all be the boss, dude. That's how it works. And
Yeah.
you know,
Do towels get wet or do we get dry? Like,
Oh my god.
God, Jaden Smith, we didn't know you were in the role.
Yeah, Essie is not one of the kids doing drugs. She's one of the people preparing all the things to leave for camp and double checking that everything is in order and whatnot. Very much a neat freak when it doesn't come to her own things.
There. All right. Is there anything else we need to do before we head out of Q2 and the ruins of Blood Salt?
That's up to you.
I think we're good to head out.
All right. And as
I'll
it looks,
knock
go ahead.
Solo before we go.
Yeah.
Like if they're ready to head out, and if so, can we say a proper goodbye to their family here?
yeah, Iboko is there with her father. The father and the entire village comes out from like how you rebuilt it and everything with all the students and the fortifications that you made. It looks like a very fortified fishing village now.
Nice.
And Iboko goes over to you guys and thanks you personally. The cleric of Metamorphosis, the elder, Iboko's father, bows and thanks you as well. And all the villagers bow and thank you too. And they say, thank you, speakers of the Magambia. Thank you for everything that you have done for us and bringing our loved ones back home.
Now, Iboko, are you going to be staying with your families, or?
No, I
Are you
know that they're
returning?
safe now.
Okay.
I will be returning with all of you.
Well, I think that this is cause for celebration when we get back.
I wanted to say I'm sorry for everything and causing so much trouble.
There was no trouble to be had.
Yes, there was. I acted irresponsibly, and it put your lives in danger. It put Professor OT's life in danger. It put this man's life in danger, and she looks to Xeris, and it was all because of me.
I look towards OT. He looks fine.
And you just see him smiling, that big smile, but behind the mirror of his eyes, his soul is in turmoil with all the anxiety and all these little war flashbacks and everything going like, yes, child, as a tear streams down his eyes. I am fine. Don't you worry.
Long story short is you saw that there was a need that had to be facilitated. Your family, your village, your home was in trouble.
I couldn't have done it without all of you.
You know what our motto is: strength of thousands.
That was my line! That's my line! And Charut kicks you in the shin.
And True kicks me in the shit.
Yes.
I look down and I do the hero's eyes, even though I have no eyes.
That was my line. It's my thing. And she just backs away. It's
Okay. Maybe we take away that doll.
It's mine. Mine. She just backs out of the camera view.
Wait, she's still. You didn't take that from her?
Don't even bother,
It's
Ignacy said. Don't even bother.
it's the soul of a cyclops.
See, they already know.
She's-
Don't even bother.
She speaks to giant. She speaks to bones. I feel like this is definitely in her wheelhouse, and this is like project she can undertake.
Okay.
And if not, then may lightning strike me, and then immediately burst into flames.
I mean, you've seen
appears.
you've seen lightning strike trees. I don't know if you want that.
You've also seen lightning strike a Cyclops' asshole.
Yeah,
We
unfortunately.
don't talk about that.
The fried balloon knot.
Oh, I don't know why, but like you said it in that way, I immediately thought to that SpongeBob clip of the Flying Dutchman making knots. The monkey's chain, the monkey's paw, the monkey.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
But yeah, just Iboko, you've proved yourself very capable in a time of crisis, and I'm pretty sure if anyone else was in the same situation, they would have gone running off too to make sure everyone was safe.
Thank you.
So do not feel any form of guilt or shame.
But I still have so much farther to go. I know my limits now. I sincerely met them this time, and I want to get better. I want to learn.
Well, good thing you're going back to school. Once again, and I'll turn to like the village leader. Thank you for your hospitality and keeping us sheltered while we were doing this. Wow, can't even think of the excavation of these ruins.
He comes forward and he hugs you, tears in his eyes. Thank you, magical tree from beyond the stars.
And you're not wrong. Students, can we all say goodbye to the village of Kyoto?
Yeah, and all of them cheer and whatnot, and they say thank you in their respective dialects and everything. They all wave goodbye, including Cesare, who's actually awake now.
Disco sheds a tear. He can change.
Yeah, you've had an effect on him. We'll see more of that in the next module too.
Ooh. All right. I'll turn to the speakers and Zaris and say, is everyone ready?
Yes, let's go.
And
You're ready.
and a lot of the younger students all like jump for joy and whatnot, and they're cheering and whatnot. And they're just like talking amongst themselves very happily as everything gets underway and whatnot. And they seem to ask, what kind of teacher do you think he'll be? Do you think he'll be a nice teacher? Do you think he'll teach our class?
He's already got a cult finding. That's cool.
We'll wait till I actually do my first class. That'll be a fun one. I'm just gonna ignore the children.
Class 101. How to bargain your soul for the right price. And APR.
Slam the desk. Power. Everything revolves around the pursuit of power.
We are going to roleplay a class like we did last time, so make sure you save
That's
all
fine.
that. Yeah.
Oh, I just thought of this, and I want to mention it before we go back. Did you ever have a chance to write up that contract for that dude who almost destroyed us with his flying halberd?
I did not, but I will do it
No
after
worries.
February, like I mentioned.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I just
No
have so
worries.
much to do. But you've got
No
that guy
worries
by
at
the
all.
balls. You essentially can
Okay.
take his soul, or you can do what you want with him if Harrows depetrifies him, if he ever gets depetrified. Is he coming with you as a petrified statue? You just tied him to a cart?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Bag of holding.
That works
You
too.
could use him in a summoning ritual while petrified.
And I don't think unless asked he'd unpetrify him. Harris has the idea of putting him in a fountain somewhere. It's just a statue. Nothing to see here.
There's one back on
Well-
campus.
Yeah. And if I need him for something, I do have Stone to Flesh, so.
We're the good guys.
He's
Not-
not dead, so it's a win.
Well, I
Wait,
didn't say anything. I just said
It's
we're
like-
the good guys.
It's like one of those
that's-
games where you can't kill him, but like the keeping them alive solution is far more cruel
Yes.
than just killing them. Like Dishonored, that's what I'm thinking of.
Oh my
You'd be-
god, yeah.
Return of Jafar 2. You'd be surprised what you can live through. God, no one saw that sequel?
I remember
I
seeing
did as a kid.
Aladdin's father.
That's the third one, I think.
Yeah, that's the third one. And it was supposed to be about Mosenrath. It was supposed to be about them being brothers. But they cut him out.
Damn.
Prince
Aladdin.
Ali. Anyway, let's go.
Okay. Yeah. So, are you just going to travel for the next couple of days? Is there anything that you want, like, discussed along the way, or you just want to get to campus and fast forward?
I think the only thing Disco would want to discuss is how are you presenting this to Obama, and then
Ah, yes. Zeros hasn't met him. Hi, Sun
Yeah.
Mage Obama.
Is that actually?
Yes!
What? Okay.
I'm not lying.
Okay.
or are we? No. Where is he? He should be in teachers. He is
Oh.
So Oniiji, on the way back to campus, is going like, "Where's my duel? You promised to fight me, Disco. Lore speaker, answer me."
okay.
Fuck her up.
Do you want to do you want to do this now?
Yes, I've wanted to do
Okay.
this for almost a month now.
All right. And then Disco takes out 2 copper pieces.
What?
You and I will hold a copper piece and one in our left hand.
Okay. But you have 3 left hands.
I'll tie 2 of them behind my back. The person who lets go of that copper piece before returning to campus loses. That is the challenge.
An endurance test?
Very much so.
Wouldn't you rather fight me in combat?
You sure about that?
I am very certain about it. I want to be acknowledged. I want to be strong.
I put down the portable tent or the portable bodega.
Stage.
So, like,
Stage.
the-
Pagoda.
it just changes into all these different things as you're trying to lay it down.
Students and speakers.
Yeah.
Student, I almost forgot her name, even though you just said it.
Onijiki.
Oniji and I will probably be participating in the exhibition of what Speaker Grung essentially teaches.
Really?
I promised her, and this is me fulfilling that promise.
At last, I will show everyone just how strong I am.
Oh, you really rolled initiative. Okay, let's go.
Prepare yourself. Oh my god! So, Disco, you will be first.
I don't like the fact that I rolled a crit on that.
Yeah.
All right. Disco's first action is to swap out the striking Bujengi
Yeah.
for just bare fists, and then
Okay.
we'll approach.
Just grapple
and,
her.
then, yeah, I'm glad you realized that athletics grapple.
Okay. Her fort DC is 28. That is a
31?
success. Yep, she is grabbed.
And then for flavor, I will pin her to the ground. You have 3 counts to get up.
All right, that's going to take another athletics check at a -5, Matt.
Oh, I think that's my actions right there because I've
Oh,
stowed away my yeah. So all right, yeah, then that's my turn.
All right. First thing she's going to do is roll a flat d20 to get her spell off. She needs a 5 or better because she's grappled.
Very
She
good.
succeeds and casts True Strike.
Whoa.
And the next thing she's going to do is Spell Strike. And she's going to use Produce Flame. This is going to take another
Wait a
flat...
second. Yeah, go ahead. Another flat check.
Yep. 5 or better.
5. There you go.
She's going to target you, and if she hits, this will also get the spell off along with damage. Miss by 3. As everyone goes like, oh, it's just like, how did he dodge when they're in such close combat?
Professor Speaker Grog teaches you well. All right. I'm going to do what I said last time. Essentially, pin down Oyiji and explain to her you have until the 3rd round to get up. If you do not, you lose. And I will sustain a grapple.
Mm-hmm.
Is that with a athletics check again?
That is an athletics check, correct. DC 28. Success! She remains grappled, and you're going to choose to pin her. That will be 1 at map.
Yep. All right. Let's do it. So -5 to this roll, yeah?
Correct. Miss by 1.
Damn. All right. Last action. Yeah, let's punch. Fuck it.
Okay.
Map by
10 or 8, excuse me.
I miss.
Miss.
Yeah, all right, cool.
All right. She's gonna try True Strike again.
All right. Nice.
Gets it off. Spell Strike with Produce Flame. Keep the higher. Here comes 5 or better. She got it. Critical.
Whoa.
So 36 plus 22.
Damage and then.
As
So yeah. Oh, okay.
Everyone looks as the hit lands on Disco and they go like, "Oh no, he's in trouble."
He's fine.
No, don't worry. He's used to much worse in a shorter amount of time.
Disco.
Seeing though this is no longer just like a little like, all right, I've got you. That's it. Disco will not sustain the grapple, but instead hunt prey.
Okay.
And designate our precious student as prey. Oh, not as the hunted target. Excuse me.
That's it. That was almost a crit.
21 non-lethal.
As you strike her, and she looks back at you and goes like, "What? You hit me."
And I think Disco will attempt to instill intimidation by not saying anything
Okay.
and just look at her.
The DC is 26.
All right, untrained improv, go.
Failure.
That's what you get with 0 charisma. Yeah, you know what? No, I'm gonna hero point that. This is
All right.
this is definitely like a fun thing.
26 is a success. And she drops her weapon, saying, I thought you were all soft.
Next attack? No, I'm kidding.
Boom! She flies like 10 feet.
I thought
And yeah, like there's like a darkened like shell to Disco now, obviously because of fire, and Disco's just trying to like prove to her like you didn't stand a chance.
and she goes down on her knees, picking up her staff, and just says, like, I thought you were all soft. I thought you weren't willing to fight for what you believed in. But you stood up to me. Even though I was
Disco-
so impetuous.
Disco extends one of their many hands. Stand up.
I
Are you
don't
hurt?
I don't want an apple, thank you.
Are you hurt?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, she stands up.
And then I will treat wounds on poor student.
I'm gonna lean over to Grung real quick.
Mm.
None of us would even have to stand up to her. We could fight her sitting down, I think.
Yeah, she couldn't even do 10 pull-ups the other day. I wasn't worried.
Mm.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying this so she can't hear it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
During the mending, Disco will explain there are things we will fight for, and in a proper way. Like we fight to protect you, and our many students that you see off the stage.
And she just looks back at them, and they're all looking up with their eyes welling up at Lore Speaker Disco, so proud of him. And Cesare's like, oh god, he could have hit me all this time. Was he holding back? And he looks horrified.
That's a real Doc Ock moment if anyone reads Spider-Man comics. I think, for one, you displayed a very, very amazing show of prowess in combat. That spell strike you've done, and I point to like the entire left side of me that is definitely going to be permanently black for a while. You have potential to be more than just, fighting.
I've never done anything but fought before. It felt so out of place for me to be here with helping people and everything, but seeing everything that's happened in the past month, our sparring match just now, you knocking sense into me in front of everyone, I feel as though the world itself has shifted, and I'm the one out of place.
Well, it's a good thing you're here with many speakers to guide you in any path you find and deem yourself fit for.
Ignacy's just saying in the crowd, we can hit students now?
No, Ignacy.
That's not what this was. Harold's just kind of elbows Ignacy.
I'm going to write a report of myself.
Do you say, shut up, Ignacy?
No.
Okay.
He said, that's not what this was.
The dragon repeats, that's not what this was.
See? He knows.
I dismiss the stage.
Okay.
Krug falls down.
Whoops. And yeah, Disco. Just look at the crowd of students and say, as you can see, we all are learning in this path that we're taking.
Professor
Can we have
OT
a?
just looks
Oh,
at you,
go ahead.
horrified.
It was a punch. It was a punch. Professor OT, please write up a report on my behavior today, as it was not what a lore speaker should be doing in the first place.
I do not agree with all your methods, but like I asked you the day you first came to the Magambia, do not strike me and do not strike your fellow students. You promised me.
I apologize. I'd promised them that this sparring match would have been something that they would earn, and because of the culture they come from, I wanted to be more, I guess, accepting of what they wanted, and that does not excuse me for bending the rules. So as I said, please write up a report on my actions today.
I'll forget it happened. After all, I'm still dealing with post-traumatic stress disorder, and he laughs.
And pulls out some of the Fey leaf.
Oh, thank you. And he immediately starts smoking it. Better already.
There you go. But
Harris
I
is
will
gonna
tell.
walk up and
Go for it.
poke. He's gonna walk up and poke Disco.
Yeah, I'll be real. Did not expect that crit. A good chunk of more than half my health. A little bit. No, that's like a quarter of my health.
Yep.
Thank you.
You can add a, that's 6th level, right? You can add a 48 to
Yes.
that if you do a 2 action.
Oh, 2 action then. Yes. So
Yeah.
25 plus 48.
I'm gonna tell Disco. I don't think the school will be mad. They approved the curriculum for my course.
Yeah, but it's yours. It's defense, not assault.
Yes,
mean-
but you have to understand who they're defending against. I like point at myself.
Honestly, I can't believe you let her hit you.
Yeah,
That
yeah, I
was
was good
that
on
was
that. Very good showmanship.
I mean, what was I gonna do? Punch a student? Hard cut to 5 minutes to go punching a student.
Oh, you just see the slow motion of all 6
Yeah.
hands. Cesare is mortified because he's thinking back to every single time that you lost your temper with him and that he was inches away from being punched in the face.
well.
Do you mean Peter Park has been holding back this entire time? He punched
It
off the
could have
jaw.
been worse. It could have been worse. It could have been stone and not wood.
Professor
Can I-
OT just looks over to Harros, and his smoking intensifies.
Well, in my defense, Professor, it was not a student.
Here,
And
I'll
he-
take the dragon and give it to. Here.
Okay. We have an emotional support dragon now.
Oh god! And he looks at the little dragon. I will not fail you, little one. And the dragon repeats, I will not fail you.
Oh. All right, students, are we ready to go? I'm tired,
Oh my god.
and I'll just like spend like my days healing, or my day healing myself up to at the full.
Yep.
We're going on the trip.
Yep.
Luckily, she picked a fight of you and not Grung. Grung would have folded
Oh,
her like
God.
laundry.
Yeah,
dude.
Grung would have accepted it too. She
Mhm.
would have gotten beat.
Yeah, man. She'd look like the folding chairs, man, when you're putting them away in the closet. Like,
I'll be real. That's the reason why I challenged her. Because I'm like, Grung would actually harm her and not intend to do it, but you know.
or I would have been like, all right, I'll give you like 1 minute to see if you could like bring me down, and I'll just like stand there.
I thought they were gonna come after me, like, oh, you're the new kid on the block, huh? Let me teach you a lesson. And then I've been like, bet, all right.
Say less, fam.
No, she was promised Disco the duel at the beginning of the module. I had to follow through with it.
Fair enough, but we can't hit students.
No.
Professor OT said not to.
How can you teach someone like they're your child if you can't treat them like your child?
Whoa, that's
okay.
a lot to unpack.
All the students just look over at Xeris like,
No, I wasn't doing
God.
I wasn't doing my Batman voice. That wasn't in character. That's the Roman style anyway. For the scholars out there.
oh dear God. That's what Cuomo said.
His fireside talk.
Yes.
We're not gonna like abuse them. We're just, sometimes kids are dumb and you gotta like give them a little bit of a love smack.
That is a rule Hank Hill mentality or Cotton Hill mentality.
No, Cotton Hill is just a bastard.
Yeah.
All right, let's be real here.
I killed 50 men.
Bobby, sometimes you gotta hit a bitch.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
This steak's not cooked right. Bobby, don't insult a man's steak. You're gonna get shot in Texas.
I'll tell you the real what we gotta do is send him to like the garage or something, or like send him like go outside and wait for me. I'll deal with you later. And then you have them wait and stew in fear for like an hour, and then you come out. That's what you do. And once you're there, you decide to hit him or not. My dad loves me, I promise. This is not me like
Are you sir, are you desperately asking for help inside of my game? Live?
No, I'm not.
As
Hey, look, when I have kids, bro, I need to get a wooden spoon. People are gonna get cracked around here.
Oh my god!
Wow.
I hate it.
We're gonna call you the fiendish teacher of incoming students.
Oh no! Do you think students will be now intimidated to take your course?
Wait, what?
Do you think students will now be intimidated to take your course?
Well, they don't know that yet.
Yeah.
don't,
So
Oh.
I have an actual
Candles and
plan
spoons.
for bringing students in. I'm gonna have like a couple tests that I set up to ensure that they have the mental fortitude to withstand anything I throw at them.
God.
So I need to summon a contract devil. Don't ask why. Anyway, sorry to interrupt. You can keep going.
It's okay.
No, that's fine. This is good. This is going to be building towards the next module, so it's good.
Grung's gonna petition for the school to have physical fitness standards.
You can actually institute that now. Would you like all the students to be able to pass a PE test?
Yes.
Okay, that's one of the first things we're going to do in the next module then.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
We need these buff mages.
Is it purely strength, or do you include constitution in that as well?
Endurance, strength, and then
okay.
stretching.
And-
Also, you want to
agility? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
whoever excelled in one of the three, I think that'll be fine.
Yeah, you
right?
you don't have to do all of them.
Oh, okay. All right, good. I'm good then.
This was the who is had the was it where'd all the buff mages, whatever that picture was.
Yes.
That was so
Victoria posted it, yeah.
yeah. Where'd all these buff mages come from? Everyone's just ripped.
Alrighty. So, anything else along the way that you'd like to do? Any unfinished business or whatnot?
Grung is testing out all his spells or whatever.
Okay. The dragon is
Or-
just going to look at you in amazement.
Especially when I cast 4th level enlarge.
Ah.
It's just a giant man walking alongside our caravan.
I feel it's like, oh no, the river's collapsed. Grung, I just like picks up everything. Yeah, that's huge. I think, but that's 3x3.
Yeah, yeah.
And now with Titan Wrestler, which I have, that means if there's anything that's gargantuan, I could still grapple
That's terrifying.
Ah! Oh dear
That's
God!
actually terrifying.
So it's on the books. Like, giant purple worm, I'm gonna tie into a knot.
I
Now
mean,
it can't go anywhere.
you could institute the first like gargantuan zoo at this point, right? Let's collect
Yeah.
giant creatures.
Well, remember when I had to carry that bird across all the tigers?
That's what I was saying.
Oh my
Okay,
God!
blitz that one. Other than that, I got enlarge, earthbind, shrink, and also fleet step for an extra 30 feet of movement for one whole 1 minute.
Why
How
do
much
you
is
need
that,
extra
man? That's
movement?
cool.
Yeah, adds 30 feet to your movement for 1 minute.
Why do you need extra movement?
I don't know.
You have so much.
You never know.
You never know.
What if they're like 300 feet away and you want to get there in 2 actions instead of
I don't
3?
have a battle map that big.
Sounds like a challenge.
Oh, God.
Starfinder, remember? This gun's range is about 2,000 feet. Yeah, we don't have maps that big.
Yet.
Yeah. All right. So, anything else along the way? Last chance.
Oh. Where's that fucking bird?
What?
I think
Where's
Hmm?
that bird that thinks it's a dragon or whatever?
Oh,
What?
Mr. Ancient as the trees.
Mhm.
I'm
Oh, yeah,
impatient
you can
at the
find him.
trees.
You can find him. Yeah, yeah. You know where his domain is. You know exactly where his territory is. Yeah.
I'm looking at everyone else. No, I think we just let him be, huh?
Okay.
Oh, God, that's massive.
Yeah, that. Oh, was that the session that? Yeah, that was the thing that
Mhm.
happened.
Yeah, where it was just swooping on us like fucking. Yeah, because I was gonna, if we ever ran into that again, I'd be like, hey, Butch, Earthbind, get down here, everyone, fuck it up.
Oh God. Let's see. Would it
Well-
would it have made it? Would it have made it?
My DC's a lot higher now.
Nope.
It might, because it's still not my main. Oh no, and my spell DC is 28, so to meet. So it'd fall 120 feet down,
Oh God.
and that's when I jump on it.
Honestly, that's all it takes, eh?
And then if I'm on its back, and then cast enlarge.
Oh my God. All right.
Grung's been plotting if this thing ever came back.
I don't see why. You defeated like an entire cult of people piece by piece. You basically tore them apart.
Well, it was because I was screaming at it to come fight me, and it just swooped and attacked Disco, and then swooped away, and then came back for everyone else. It was swooping at us.
All right. So you make it back to Nabantu, and there are people as well as the parents of some of the students there, especially Essie's parents, waiting for everyone, saying how worried, sick they were, but they knew that if they were with you guys, you know, they'd be just fine.
All right, guys, pretend you're all sick. No, I'm kidding.
And another Disco comes up to you. They're sick again, and they
No.
start getting up.
Joking.
Down, other Disco.
Yep.
Control yourselves.
I can't. All right. Welcome back, everyone, and welcome to Magambia.
Oh, yeah, two of them.
Wait.
Yep. And everyone is so relieved to be back. They go back to their rooms and whatnot. Professor OT hugs his wife and everything, and he says, "La Barbara, you didn't leave me." And she goes like,
No,
"Of course I didn't."
Can we pause a second? I thought she came with us.
No.
Mm-mm.
Damn, I hate it here.
Yeah.
I look at Oyamba.
He goes like, maybe next time.
All right, cool.
And as you begin to settle the students down and everything, with their respective family members and acquaintances, and they get settled back on campus, Oyamba asks to see you in his office along with
Uh-oh.
the sponsors.
We're in trouble.
Would I be invited to this meeting?
Yes, absolutely. You helped
okay.
save some of the students.
I also murdered a few people, but all right, let's go. Let's do this.
Yeah, so High Sun Mage Oyamba greets you all, and he says like, "Oh, hello," and he greets Zeros personally and introduces himself as the the CEO or the superintendent of the school and whatnot. He is also the head cop. He helps keep order within the city. The Sun Mages, or the police force of Pt.2, are his to command, as well as the campus.
I'll go ahead and do a respectful bow. I wanted to meet you, good sir.
Yes, please, have a seat. Have a drink. We will offer you every hospitality we can. Our students are our most precious resource, and to know that you went out of your way to help not only our lore speakers, but the students, you are most welcome here at the Magambia.
Well, I appreciate the gesture, but it was really a coincidence of needs and wants aligning. I was no better than anyone else.
It is strange that you say coincidence of needs and wants aligning, for we could have use of you again in the future, if you would be willing. How good are you with diplomacy between nations, if I may ask?
I'm checking my skill.
Oh my God.
Terrible. Just terrible.
I have been trained in the diplomatic arts.
That is fantastic. And are you a master of religion as well? Because the nation I refer to, and will explain later, is also a highly religious nation that would take a man of very strict background to understand and also delegate with.
Yes, I believe I qualify.
Oh, fantastic. And he just smiles at you and says, like, truly, fate has brought us together this day. But please, this conversation will wait till another time. The sponsors must be brought forward and told of your progress thus far. Do you have the initial research ready to present to them?
I'll go ahead and step back from here, because I'm not involved in this.
No,
Run
please,
six
you
back
are
with you.
involved.
No, I just take a step back. Like, they're going to present. I'm just in the background now.
I'll look towards everyone. And then look towards our sponsors.
They're not here yet.
Oh, not yet. Okay,
He
cool.
didn't summon them until it was worth their time, because he's making sure that you haven't been, spring breaking the entire time.
Oh, yeah, 100% we have. Disco looks to Yamba and says, as you can tell, we just returned back from our excavation, as well as our successful trek to Blood Salt.
Truly, you are the first within many years to even see the city itself. I can't imagine what a cursory glance has beheld. Imagine what more deep-rooted research will bring in the coming months.
Yes, so
Well,
So
let
tell
me
me,
just say this. We have discovered not one but two ruins on our excavation there.
truly,
You know,
there was another ruins right next to Blood Salt that we never knew of?
Not necessarily right next to, but
The Sodden lands.
The Sodden
Near 'em.
lands are are vast, though. Are you telling me that you went elsewhere besides Blood Salt?
We
Due
did.
to circumstances, yes.
Our forays into blood salt led us in that direction.
I don't understand. How did you do your research if you went on a foray outside of Blood Salt?
Luckily, we had other lore speakers to focus on blood salt when we were able to direct our attention elsewhere. But we had complications where some of these, was it Knights of Abendo?
River.
Did I finally get it right? Abendo?
Yes, you
Yes.
finally got it right. Take a hero point.
Look
Yes.
at you, dude. Look at you.
I was like, the Knights of Abendo had came into our camp, and I think they took some students, but before anything bad happened to them, we managed to go back and through many means get them back.
They were kidnapped?
Essentially, but luckily they had Professor OT was there to ensure that nothing bad happened to them, though.
Professor OT was competent?
Yes.
Yes, he is the most competent.
And why are you no longer calling him Assistant Professor OT?
Because he's
he's
always
Professor.
been my professor.
Yeah. And he looks abashed by this. And Professor OT takes his hand and puts it on Grung's shoulder, and he says, "Thank you, my child."
He's like reaching up.
And you, asshole, stay away from my wife! And he just like crouches down in his seat.
Oh shit.
You're not
You know,
old and
I
tired
wasn't
now.
sure. I wasn't sure about this meeting before, but now,
Yeah.
Harold's just alive.
Yep.
And
But we also have new students.
new students, you say? Well,
Yes.
they will have to be tested within the
Of course.
the same ritual as everyone else to taste their aptitude for magical studies.
And I would like to sponsor one myself.
Truly, this is quite a thing. When a teacher sponsors them themselves, like Professor OT did with Victoria, it is a most monumentalous occasion. What is the name of your sponsored student?
Well, it's actually I'm like it's very complicated because they're named after one of the things of blood salt, the runes. They're actually, I'd say, the heir of blood salt, which is going to make our research a little bit difficult as we have to preserve it for the future for this dragon.
Dragon.
Yes, I assume it's probably just been hanging out like in the backpack or a pouch or something, you know.
Yep, it comes out
And
of
I'll,
your
like,
hair.
Pull out the little cloud dragon.
Well, this is monumental. It looks newly hatched.
Yes,
This dragon will live on for centuries after you're gone, though, Grung. Are you sure?
probably. Oh yeah. Grung will be asleep at that point, I think.
Like,
Oh my god. Oh yeah. Grung doesn't believe in death. He just takes a really long nap.
He can finally get some rest in.
I do not know what to say. This is quite an event for our campus. We have never had a dragon attend before. No true dragon has ever recognized the Magambi as a magical school, nor come to study here.
Well, this is now the first time, and I think it's really the only place for it right now. I mean, it could make decisions later, but I think that it's the best for it because it's learning quite quickly. It knows more reading than I do.
Stay away from my wife, it says.
Yep.
He's very impressionable.
I look back at OT, see if he's smiling.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Amazing.
I do not know what to say, but we will discuss more of that later. Please, back to the research. What did you discover about blood salt, and what is the name of this other site you discovered? What did you discover there?
I would actually like to bring in the students who
Oh,
Did the research.
one who actually did the research while we were out and about saving the students that were taken away. Because
mhm.
if it was not for them, we would not have the research that we have now.
Well, this student must be highly advanced. Please tell me their name.
Well, let's first bring in Essie,
All right.
for she was the one who started, or how do I say it, volunteered their services to become, I would say, forestier for the investigation of ruins. They stepped up in a way that no other student I saw could.
They wanted to spearhead the thing.
Yes.
Spearhead the exploration.
Yeah, and Essie comes in and she says, "Thank you so much, Lore Speakers."
Essie, along with the students, obviously partook in the excavation of ruins and the study. But if it wasn't for other students such as Noxolo, who brought us information of the social standings of Geb, we wouldn't have known how to go about even starting here.
And Noxolo steps forward and she just nods her head in acknowledgement and then begins hopping down on one foot, going like, "Yeah! Good God, yes!"
Grung, I assume you also have someone who you would like to bring in here.
That's if she wants to be here. Anchor route, if she does.
Yeah, Ancharot is just standing by the doorway, just looking in with her fingers on the edge, and she goes, "Oh, no, 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 thank you, no. Too many people."
Mm-hmm.
That is fair. And Sharut was one of the students that were taken and
She
displayed
truly.
a type of courage I don't think any other student would have in the face of creatures more than twice her size.
What
And
sort
she
of creatures
played
were
a-
that?
Cyclopses.
Cyclopses, ogres.
Don't tell me that the ruins you found were Cyclopean ruins from the Serpent War.
Yeah.
This
There
is
weren't any serpents. Just them.
this is something that not even Hao Jin herself has been able to research. This is most unprecedented. How did you convince the Cyclopses to allow you access to the site?
Well, whenever they, the people they were working with, decided to move to a different location, and they followed them.
Ah, well, very well.
They abandoned the place.
Abandoned. That is most fortunate. You are incredibly lucky. This is more than the find of the Eon. You have let us peer into thousands of years ago. History unknown to us. Deep and rich for discovery. Oh, your initial notes must be drafted, yes, but it's just like, think of the coming months and whatnot when you actually do the research on these two sites. Think of what that will bring and what discoveries will happen.
And, we also, have you heard of Tharvio
The Quick?
the Quick? Yep.
The Tomb Raider?
Yes, we've convinced him to come to the school and actually potentially use his knowledge, even though his past, he would like to atone for his past grievances in a more academic way.
Ojamba laughs and says like, an excellent joke.
No,
Not a
no,
joke.
not a joke. Yeah, he's a changed man.
Literally.
The Tomb Raiders were disbanded. We saw it happen in person, like his group.
He looks at you all confused. How? He is one of the most notorious Tomb Raiders.
He was there with us, thinking that he wouldn't need help when we were at Blood Salt, and he got in over his head, and we saved his life, and it kind of like shook him. Like he's almost like a different person now. It completely shook him to his soul.
Huh.
Fucking Grung. They'll be lying to this fucker. I can't stand it.
I'm good at this for some reason.
And Harris is just standing there quietly impressed.
Like
When I lie, I have to make a deception check.
There was no lie. There was no lie.
I know.
there's been no lie, and like with the was it not the ogres or like the cyclops? Like, oh, they followed the other people, went on ahead. I didn't
enough.
think it was the afterlife. But like,
I see.
So
we sent them on ahead.
Ignacy's going to interject and say like, hold up a minute. Did we forget about that letter we found in the cultists that points directly to Professor Chloride as looking to them as a research colleague? She's been working with cultists. Shouldn't
God.
we do something about that?
Damn it, Ignacy, we don't know if she's listening. Grung,
God damn it, Ignacy, the dragon says.
a good pat him on the head. Grung will be back.
He just leave the office.
Yeah, because
And you go-
I'm worried that she might hear, so I'm gonna go
Yeah.
and see if she's on the run.
Nope, she's right there in her office in entomology looking at bugs or whatnot, and she just sees
Oh.
you. Like, you come in, you know that step they did in Jujutsu Kaisen, where it's not even a teleport, you just walk, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden you're in her room, and she
Yep.
looks around, and she has this horrified look on her face like, when did you get it? Grab.
We gotta do this conversation now, and I'm just gonna carry her.
What is going on? What is the meaning of this? My butterflies!
I'll take care of them.
What do
When
you
you're
mean
gone.
by that? What
Eat
do you
them.
mean by that?
And then, like a few minutes later, just Grunk's here.
It's
Open
just
the
like,
door.
yep, and you come in with Professor Chloride on your back.
I'll just set her down.
Yep.
All right, now you can continue, Gnassi.
And he just pulls out the letter and points fingers at her and says, like, you contacted known agents of Norgerber for information about the Vesican egg, an artifact that we are hosting on campus. What do you have to say for yourself, Professor Chloride? And she just looks befuddled and says, like, I did contact this person, yes, but I didn't know that they were associated with any cult. And she just throws herself at the mercy of High Sun Mage Ojamba and just like, I did not know. I swear I did not know. My butterflies!
They did know. Oh. No.
I just wanted information on the Vesican egg. We needed to find it. I always reach out to all of my contacts. I don't bother to check their credentials as long as their information is good.
How do you know their information is good if you don't check their credentials?
I check their credentials if the information looks flawed. It saves time.
But then why are you asking them if you're going off your own logic?
Like an insect, I spread out my feelers to every possibility. I swear to you, I knew nothing of any cult. Especially not about Nugerber or whatever the hell it is.
No burger.
No burger. Alright, so Xeris. As you're looking at this woman who's sweating and everything, she seems genuine. Like she's panicking There's nothing she knew about a cult or any existence of cultists or anything. She was rushed to do results with her research, and she just did whatever she could to get results. She didn't bother to fact check until later. She standard, like in a hurry kind of thing.
Okay. I'm not gonna say anything. So.
Yep. I swear to you, High Sun Mage Obama, I didn't know. I swear to you, you can check all my research notes. You can search everything on me. You can search all my premises and everything. I just wanted to do results with the Vescan egg because I knew how important it was to stop the psionic call that was happening. And he just looks at Coride and goes like, "We will talk later."
Okay, and I'll pick her back up.
Oh, what?
Take her back to her office.
What is happening? My butterflies!
Back to the office you go.
And he just... Grung takes a step and then gone.
Fast.
Yep. And High Sun Mage Oyamba turns back and says like, "Well, Ignacy, it seems your reputation as an infiltrator is well deserved." And Essie and Samshu are going to bring in the results of the research, and he goes, "What is this? The research has already been conducted? Your findings conclusive and verified? All within 1 month? This should have taken several months. This would have taken any reputable establishment months to do. How is it you were able to do it in just 1 month? This is incredible."
Child labor. I mean,
Essie, would you like to explain?
And she smiles and nods and begins explaining how she learned about all the things within the great city that was Blood Salt. And she actually brings out Haros's part of the research as well and starts pointing to the mural and whatnot that he'll be restoring. And High Sun Mage Yavama looks incredibly impressed. And he sees that you've made such wonderful discoveries. And then Samshu brings up the things with the Cyclopean ruins and how unprecedented that was, and he's just overwhelmed and beaming and going like, "Oh, this is magnificent. I will contact the sponsors immediately."
Wait. Before you contact those sponsors, this is both... Sorry, Heros' and Victoria's mother?
Yes, that's, Victoria's mother was one of the sponsors, yes.
And then we have
Haojin.
Haojin, our second sponsor.
That is correct.
I would like to ask, before we bring this information to them, how do you see them using this information?
That is not for us to say. The Magambia is a place for people to safely and correctly practice magic without fear of rebuttal, and to do so without harming others and to help the community. It is not for us to tell them.
Now, can I ask, if, perchance, one of their sponsors were to use this knowledge to harm the Magambia or its community, say, for example, the loss of labor and jobs due to them commanding a sort of entity?
An entity? That is rather ominous.
I'm trying not to say what it is outright, but if, for example, someone to follow the followings of Geb and using the undead for labor, when you have such a vast majority of people that live there that are willing to work, would you feel that this is a breach of that sort of guideline?
Nabantu does not allow for the undead like that. Geb has different rules than we do. It is a different country, ruled by a different ruler. We have a democratically elected council of mayors.
Okay.
That would never be allowed to happen, I assure you. Please, put yourself at ease. You are in my office. If anything happens, I, as the most powerful spellcaster in the Magambia, next to the great Archmage himself, will be able to tell them no.
All right, I will have your word on that.
All right. And Howjin is... Go ahead.
I have a question.
Yes, of course, young Harrows.
How do you feel about attempts on a lore speaker's life?
I would not tolerate it. You are under my protection so long as you are here. If anyone attempts to assault you, or shall we say, harms you in any way, you tell me directly and my sun mages will take care of it. I have an entire city of sun mages at our disposal. They are made and trained for the protection of not only Nabantu, but the Managambia as well.
I see.
Do you fear for your life?
Fear? No. But threats were made.
I see. And
Harrows just kind of looked at Disco.
There's a nod.
It seems that one of our sponsors had other plans for me specifically.
Has Howjin threatened to transport you to an extra-dimensional prison and use you for pleasure?
Harrows just kind of blinks at that for a second, kind of processing.
I understand what she did in the past to males of different bestial races, but I assure you that will not happen to you.
I'm sorry. What?
You will not be taken to the mountain. I assure you, the Pathfinders has seen to the acquisition of Howjin's tapestry. You have nothing to fear of her whisking you away to a magical land where you are to be her slave.
Okay.
That's not what lore speaker was mentioning, but thank you for the knowledge.
Well, that is
students
interesting information.
Students, can you leave the office for a moment?
And
I had to hear that.
Noxolo and Essie nod their heads, and they collect Ancharut on the way out. And Ancharut asks, Howjin is a bad person? And they leave.
Go on, Heroes. You can say what you have to say.
It seems while we were out, the Raylights took it upon themselves to capture me, and he makes the air quotes for capture.
Capture? They kidnapped you? You were one of the ones that were taken?
No, but they tried with other means.
I see. This is most unusual, especially since they are dead.
Since they're what?
Well, I don't understand how, if both of them are deceased, how they concocted this plan against you.
I'm sorry. Who? What?
They shortly after that you left for your expedition and whatnot, Victoria was informed that your parents had fallen ill to some sort of mysterious virus that was going around campus.
There's a moment where he looks confused, and then you kind of see something click, and he looks over at Disco.
Disco is kind of processing, even they were just told previously that whatever this sickness was not lethal. So I'll look towards your heroes, and there'll be a gesture of confusion.
I'll believe it when I see a body.
And Victoria walks in with 2 bottles, one labeled Lucian and one labeled Elizabeth. And she's wearing a Bane mask now that looks like it's feeding chemicals directly into her body. And she says in a raspy, mechanical voice, "Believe," and she hands you both bottles. "I, now sole heir of the Ray Light fortune, am here to evaluate you lore speakers." And Hao Jin follows in after her, waving her little fan around, smiling at Disco. Very unfortunate about our family, but I assure you, my love will make up for what you're missing.
You see, Harris does his usual narrowed eyes thing at Victoria. Uh-huh.
Don't worry, Harros. Before we had parents, but now we will have business partners. I'll buy you new parents.
Harris is just like standing there in like stunned silence.
Do you put the bottles down?
He is just gonna set those aside. We can deal with this later. Back to what we're actually here for.
Victoria nods and says that since she was on the trip and everything, she's well informed of what happened, and she approves of the research, and that she verified it herself and with her business partners, and she will take her leave, as Hao Jin remains.
Okay, since she's my sponsor, Disco will explain everything that took place in Blood Salt first and see her reaction.
Oh, she's very happy. She's ecstatic even. And she takes the notes and says, "Mine?"
I look towards everyone.
No.
She goes over to the mural.
The
mural that Harrow's found. And this is mine? This goes in my museum?
No. We're making copies, and you can have the copy.
The Ruby Palace does not hold copies.
In this circumstance, unless you wish to partake in the restoration of these murals,
I can
Mm-hmm.
definitely shore up artisans to help restore it, yes.
And then with that, it will have to remain where it is because we have someone from those ruins who now will reside there.
And she chuckles and says, like, "No one's alive from that time. You jest. You jest with Hao Jin, the Ruby Sorceress."
I'll hold up the baby.
Okay. And she looks and says, like, "This is a recent one."
Yeah, but it's from that time.
A
Hao
direct
Jin.
descendant, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Thus, they own the land. Or at least
Considering that they
perfected
hatched in there, which is what Ignacy said.
Oh.
That puts them on the grounds, the sole citizen.
That is true. A sentient being that was born within Blood Salt. The law is very firm on this. I cannot claim it as my own. Unless, and she looks at the dragon, "Mine?" She holds out her hands, waiting for Grunk to give it to her.
No.
Oh.
I'll just like kind of like go in my pocket and like actually hand her a little protein bar.
Nice. And she looks she looks at the protein bar and she eats it, wrapper and all, right in front of you, and then puts the fan over her mouth. Mmm.
Whenever he's old enough, that would be a decision between you and him.
Ah.
Surely, that's a short time for you.
Yes. You are very logical for a man so stout. I see your reputation is well earned. You definitely fool people with first impressions, Lore Speaker Grung.
I don't try to. That happens.
And she takes away her fan and whispers to Obiyama, I tell you, he is a master of deception. Very well. I, Haojin, the Ruby Sorceress, allow this. I will share in the research, but I will not claim this site nor its artifacts as my own, but I will delight in the study of it alongside your students.
Thank you very much, Haojin, for understanding.
And of course, any of the research I think that gets published will, have you and
Credit
as credit as
well as
creator,
one of the
funder, sponsors.
Yes. Now tell me about this second site, as she takes her hand and starts reaching for the research paper to take it all into her.
I grab it for a moment. This is research. Yes.
Yes.
No, go ahead.
What's here? What's this? Tell me.
This is research that we're still going through. And I look towards Oyamba and see their reaction as I say this.
And he motions towards you. It's like this is your show.
This is some research that you may have not even got your hands on as of yet, obviously, because you are wanting it. Would you give us a week's time before we hand this off to you?
Absolutely, so long as I'm given a synopsis now.
It is cyclopean in nature.
Truly. From the Serpentine Wars in the time of Aslan's Empire. Most interesting. Most rare. Unique, even.
Would you grant us that week?
Yes, of course. You're probably tired from your expedition and whatnot, especially since you've expedited all this research and not only found a missing heir to blood salt, but found 2 and researched 2 sites as well. My Ruby Monks even said you made it as far as Jula. And
Your Ruby Monks.
High Sun Mage Oyamba looks at you in astonishment and going like, you went from one side of the Sodden Lands to the other? And Haojin says, truly, your students and your lore speakers are remarkable.
We traveled by frog.
As you said, our students were taken, as well as Professor OT, who, without fail, protected their students in their time of need.
And Professor OT looks like he's beaming that he was recognized by his students, like as though it had come full circle.
Also, may I ask, Haojin, if your Ruby Monks were present, why did they not give us an assistance in rescuing our students?
Because like the Ruby Monks, and she takes out her fan, and you hear the music in the background with the chimes. Am neutral. True neutral. And don't you forget it. Haojin does what Haojin wishes.
So you'd rather us lose that research there and then, along with the students that brought you this knowledge?
Nonsense, my Ruby Monks would have scooped it up from your bodies.
Good to know. Make that 2 weeks.
2 weeks it is, then. After all, what is time to an immortal sorceress?
Sure.
And she laughs behind her fan, and she once again darts behind to High Sun Mage Obama. You see, he is doing it again. We shall keep our eyes on you, Grung.
I'm not hard to miss.
She is uncertain how to react to that statement.
It's been, I was just thinking, like, what would be funny if Grong is just like shaking up a protein shake, just like right there, like it's his time.
You have 2 protein shakes right there that Harrows has. Do you want them?
No. I'll only go away.
Yet the Howgen will stay for whatever else you wish to tell her.
How was the tournament? I heard about it on the news.
It was fantastic. I died. I was put in an hourglass. Then the participants saved me. And then I was brought back to life. And then another 10 years of waiting for whomever the strongest is to emerge again. You'll never believe what they chose as their artifact.
Oh,
A demi-plane of their own.
the classic.
I know, right? Some
Everyone
people-
picks that.
Can you imagine having to go through an entire tournament of a demi-plane and then a sorcerer or sorceress just makes a demi-plane themselves? I mean, it's a bit redundant, don't you think? They could have asked for anything. Any artifact. They could have asked for one of my airships.
Haros just kind of reaches into his pocket and looks at that ruby thread.
Speaking of which, Helgen, could you be dismissed for the moment? Something I have to talk with Professor Oyamba imperatively.
Oh, not at all, not at all. I don't mind. And she sits right down.
Fine. Professor Oyamba, may I see you in the hallway?
He gets up and goes to the hallway with you. And Howjin looks most cross.
Listen, I told her, and she didn't want to listen.
But yeah, you go out into the hallway with her. Him.
I explained to him, as much as I don't trust him, the discovery of my people.
Hmm.
Not the airship, just the discovery of my people.
Yes, yes. And he
the
says,
fact
like,
that we've been there.
yes,
It's
in
weird.
your absence, Ancient Root's familiar and several of them were going around campus very hurriedly, handing out candy. It was quite good.
Oh,
And then,
next time, don't.
two-
Okay, yes.
a few days later, they started handing out more candy. That was even better.
That's great. That's great. Now, and did anyone complain about nausea or impending doom or something like that after
No.
eating the candy?
No, I just felt a little ill. I had eaten too much of it.
Mm. Well, I just want to let you know that you may see my fellow Konrasuf's selves, because they're not siblings, they are selves, around the campus, because they'll be assisting me in any research that I'm partaking in.
Oh, that is fantastic. You will need them in the coming diplomatic relations ahead. I require all of you, including your newfound ally, to assist me with some of the relations that are happening within Walenka as well, with the living god emperor. He has decided, and he whispers this close to Haros, he will actually open the gates to the Golden City. The once xenophobic and highly non-Mwangi civilization is going to open its gates, and they have asked us to come first and evaluate the situation of the world and explain to them and justify to them why they should open their gates to others.
Maybe they should stay close.
Oh!
The way you explained it, Oyamba, I don't think anyone from that city should be allowed to judge our world.
Well, that's exactly why you're going with every single lore speaker we have.
Oh.
And it will be
okay.
your responsibility to convince the living god King Emperor of the Sun that he should open his gates and be welcoming to non-Mwangi natives.
You want us to sell the world to this person?
Yes, remember, he is an undead himself. A highly powerful undead. Basically a living god. Unkillable.
Well, It's a good thing we're inviting Nox Solo since they're going to be promoted to speaker.
Oh, you were recommending her?
Oh, sorry. um, we are also going to be putting recommendations for speaker advancements, if that is all right.
Of course, that is within your right to do, but shouldn't she become a conservator first?
Well, yeah, I guess that would be the right choice of escalation. Yeah, I look, yeah, I look toward the other speakers. Yeah, that sounds about right, right?
Yes, that I wasn't going to say anything, but yeah, you got it now. Heroes gives him a thumbs up.
Again, may I say that I am deeply sorry for what happened to your parents. They were taken from us so quickly.
It is
Victoria
unfortunate.
Victoria did all she could. She brought even this fantastic machine with her. And then all that was left were the juices.
I'm concerned, but Disco doesn't display it. There's actually a few other people that will really like to advance. That's to be done now or later.
That's entirely up to you. You asked for 2 weeks, and I shall give you that 2 weeks.
So before that 2 weeks, we would like to promote the following: Essie, Nox Solo, Ancherut. If they are not promoted already, where are you? Samshu. And then reinstate Professor OT to his former position.
Very well. I will reinstate Professor OT to his former position, but Samshu is already a lore speaker like yourself.
That's right. I apologize.
That's okay. Are you saying she should be put on the level of the legendary Sanjin?
Not yet. I don't know if that will escalate the module any further.
The Sonning.
Asani.
And then I think our friend wanted to also. Well, you're just becoming a speaker. If you would like to stay here, is there anyone you would have recommended for yourself? And I looked for Xeris.
Oh, I know you talked to me. I don't believe I'm qualified yet to speak on these matters. So, no opinion.
Anyone who defends the students of the Magambia and fights with her speakers does have the right to say.
Is it Tezwani, the one that you wanted to have as the one that was like speaking to demons and whatnot?
That's Marima. Marima.
That's Ramba.
Marima.
Marima.
Oh. Yes, I could.
I mean, we don't have to escalate her if she could just slow down you either. That's another thing.
I am unfamiliar with the hierarchy of this school, so if you think it would be beneficial for her to do so under my tutelage, then let it be so.
Excellent. And may I say that you are a perfect specimen. And he looks at Zeros as though he's about to eat a steak. Yes. Most perfect indeed.
Okay.
A little intimidating, but this is fine.
Alrighty, guys. We're gonna take a month's break. Is there anything you'd like to do before we end today?
Nothing, but I'll probably be looking. How much money do we have so we could divvy it out for us doing like a month of shopping, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Assume we're gonna be able to sell everything.
If you want to, yes. Anything that you want to sell that's an artifact, Hao Jin will buy.
All the fighters fork stuff like that. Yep. We have a lot of resilient stuff, so we should probably take those runes and a lot of +1 armor if you guys don't have it.
I'll leave the server up for a while so you guys can do all that.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, everyone. We're back home.
Yes.
Yay.
And Haros, good job on milking your parents. Full circle.
Uh-oh.
No, I didn't
Uh-oh.
milk anyone.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, I forgot we talked about milking.
Yep. That's exactly what she did when she heard how frightened you were of them.
Milk the bugs.
Oh boy. Bug milk. Milk.
Burke.
Burke. Oh god.
Burke.
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 God.
Well,
Alrighty,
yeah,
guys.
Bramble. Thank you for the fantastic session.
No sweat.
Thank you,
And-
Bramble.
Yep. And Zeros, you and Disco are going to be the stars of the new module. I can't wait. It's going to be so perfect. Everything's going to line up so cleanly. But first, when we come back, we're going to teach classes again because we really liked doing that the last time. I think it will be good this time as well, especially after we all take a break and everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a plan.
I'm teaching the birds and the bees.
I need magical items, so if you guys have any you want to give up, I'd appreciate it.
Just for like reuse?
No, we're gonna lose them permanently.
Oh.
Look, devils don't work for free. That's all I'm saying.
Alright. Got it. Tell you what. Let's check
Well-
out our party stash and we'll figure that out.
That-
Well, there's
that's a
always
joke.
the
Don't worry about that.
possibility. There's always the possibility of him asking Haros to make him something.
That too.
Ooh, you can make
Haros is
magical
crafter.
items?
He can
Oh,
make-
I can make a bunch of things.
Yep.
Ooh.
You guys good if I sell a bunch of random shit or?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go.
Go for it, man.
Anything in particular?
I think Haros.
It's shit that we haven't touched in like 20 sessions.
Well, we need it. No.
Oh, there's authorized archaeology token gone. Argo
You know-
doesn't need that anymore.
Does anyone mind if I take the Eye of Apprehension?
That's a big one, right? That's the trinket, the talisman.
Oh,
We're
it's
keeping-
consumable. Hmm.
We're keeping the explosives.
I hope so. I mean, I'm not against it.
How much are the
Which is a big-
explosive bolts? We have two. Whatever. I'll just keep clay statue of a dragon. Iaxme. Yep. Oh, so we have the little clay dragon for our dragon. We're keeping that. So that's how you spell it.
But yeah, I'd be fine with you taking the eye.
All right. Thank you, sir.
I think Haros would probably spend his time working on this staff. But I need monies for the personal staff. Time to sell drugs. No.
What a second. I did purchase the Staff of Desert Winds for this expedition. I don't know if we'll need it anytime soon. It's a big solid 230 though, so that is up to what you want to do, whether use it or sell it.
What? Well, let me look it up.
It should be in the party loot.
Here we go.
Oh wow, that is a lot.
Money.
This is a great. Oh, this is a great. This is a greater one. Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
And everything pretty much sells for half, right? Ramble.
Yes, unless it's an art item.
Yep, I already got all those. So like the manacles, 5 of them, we have them for 100. So that's 250. I don't see us using manacles. Grung is a living manacle.
Mm.
Anyone want the lifting belt? That uses athletics? Grung doesn't need it. He has the armbands.
Hold on.
I don't
Anyone
think
use?
I need that. No.
Does anyone use shields? I don't think we have anyone that uses shields.
I don't use shields.
I don't. I'm gonna sell it. That's 500 gold.
There you go.
Let me see. How many items do I actually have? 1, 2, 3.
Does
4,
McGee use shields?
6.
Grung is going to upgrade his armor with +1 resilient. Anyone else want a +1 resilient?
I think I already have +1 on my thing, so let me just double check Disco.
I already have
Yeah,
it
+1
on mine.
resilient.
Okay. Oh, you have 2 of them. One more left for +1 resilient.
I'll take the.
Zeris.
I will take the lifting belt if offered, though.
Go for it.
Nice. The Dwellmore weave robes,
Oh,
they
dear
were
God.
used. I'm putting it in the equipment and uninvesting from it. It was a fun thing while it lasted, but Zeris, if you need a magical item for your thing, 25 gold item, I feel like I get to part with.
How gracious of you.
Hey, you know, from the budding of my Conrosu heart.
All right. Anyone else want the +1? Or I'll keep a few. We'll keep.
I mean, I don't think anyone else wears heavy, so the breastplate could go, right? Oh, it's medium armor anyway. What am I talking about? We'll hold on to the pocket stage and the pavilion for future use because I feel like that is just something awesome to have. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Let me check. I can look at our party, right? I don't think. Can I open up their
Use the party.
inventories?
Or are you trying to look in our individual inventories?
Yeah, I was trying to see who had, because some people forget things. I'm making sure everyone has at least +1 armor.
Yeah, I have +1 armor, +1 weapons at this point. And I have an oath bow, which I need to learn how to use.
Bramble, is there any chance you could look at the people who aren't here? Just let me know if none of them have a +1 armor.
I don't have
sure.
+1 armor. I
Let
just have
me-
an armored coat.
Yeah, the explorer's clothing or whatever.
Yep. Let me take a look.
But you're as a cleric, do you have like heavy or medium
McGee
armor
has
proficiency?
+1 full plate.
Nice.
Okay. And then Samshu.
Samshu has explorer's clothing with nothing on it.
All right.
Oh.
Can you change that to +1 resilient? And then
Yes.
all right, and then I'm gonna get rid of the. And then I'll do this.
It's done.
All right. Thank you. And change that to that. So that means we just have some mithril scale mail.
Mhm.
And 3 +1s left, which sounds like everyone has it, so I'll just sell them. 8, 16, 24.
Should I put some feats into getting heavier armor? I'm debating. I don't know if it's worth it for me to have to invest all that into just getting better armor. There's always next time. Who cares?
Yeah. All right. And as for runes and stuff, Grung's gonna take this one. He didn't get a chance to transfer over one of those runes that he wanted to my mighty blows.
And wraps of mighty blows.
All right, so we have a +2 strike. We have 2 +2 strikings.
+2 strikings.
Yep, and we have a
So-
+2 striking returning trident.
So could we take that +2 and put it onto another weapon? Or am I
Yes,
crazy?
you could transfer it.
Okay. Who are our weapon dealer or our weapon wielders in the besides me and you, Grong? Is it McGee?
McGee. What does he have, Bramble?
I think he has like a great sword, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah, I
has a
think
great
he
sword.
has. Does he have +2 greater striking?
He has. I gave it to him myself. It is a +2 greater striking, wounding, flaming greatsword.
Yeah, he's good.
damn.
He's a better weapon than I do.
Okay, so if you want to take one of those +2s for your hand
All right.
wraps,
Yep, I'm good. I got +2 greater striking, but no, I'll probably spend some money to get some other effect runes on it. I was thinking Ghost Touch, so I could grab Ghosts.
about damn time. I think I'll take one or maybe 2 of the +2s for my 2 Konrasu weapons.
Do the +2
Or-
and give it returning.
But it's a projectile like shooting thing.
Well, like
Would-
for your melee weapon.
Would returning really work for the Bujengi?
No, because the ammunition is destroyed when it is fired.
No.
No, sorry, not sorry. That's not the total launcher. The stupid Star Trek weapon. The double bladed thing I have.
Yes,
Would
if
returning
you-
really be helpful here?
If you decided to throw it for some reason, despite it not being a throwing weapon,
Being a thrown
yes.
weapon.
Yes.
What if I drop it and it just gets back, doesn't get put back
No.
into my hand?
No, it's only when
Okay.
you throw it, not when you
God,
drop it.
I hate it.
You're not an Eldritch Knight.
Damn it. You know what? I'll take one of the +2s and put it on the oath bow. Is that something possible?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, so I won't invest it in the tall launcher. I'll take the short swords +2, and I'll put it onto the oath bow.
Okay, and I'll just sell the striking because we got tons of those. Because that's only 20 gold. Okay. We'll save those. Maybe we'll figure out something. Or we'll...
It already has +2 because it is such a cool weapon. Fuck. I'll put it on the tall launcher then. Never mind.
Okay.
Just make it an Oath Tau launcher. I don't care.
Okay.
What are these Bark of Grasping Marsh, Stormburst, and Swamp Call again?
Those are the 3 spells that the young lizard folk gave to you as a gift from her own spell book, or rather the spell bark that it was written on. She gave you 3 spells that only the lizard folk know of. So she gave Samshu and the Magambia new spells they did not know.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay, well, I'm gonna actually be smart and drag spell scrolls in there
Okay.
because
they
I
just
was
had it on bark.
confused.
Yeah, it is confusing, yes.
Grasping Marsh. I'm assuming that's Grasping Earth. Because there's no Grasping Marsh.
Grasping Marsh is in the back of the module. I will get it for you.
Oh, hold on. I could just set the source. This is Pathfinder. What was the module called? Hurricane Howl?
Hurricane's
Bramble?
Hell, yes.
Okay. There it is. Drag that in. The consumable. Level 3. Yep.
Okay, so
All right.
see if
I got him. Vanishing Coin. You took that, right?
Who, me?
Oh, wait, no. That's a armor thing. Someone should affix it to their armor. It gives you invisibility on the first turn. Once.
Whoa.
When you use stealth for your initiative. That's really cool.
It's in the inventory right now.
Yeah.
What's it called? Sorry, I was doing my tall bow thing.
The vanishing coin.
Is that at
Oh,
Talisman?
IXMe's eye. We're gonna keep that for the dragon too.
I'm pretty good at stealth. Is anyone not so great with stealth?
I am abysmal.
Then take that vanishing coin, my dude.
All right.
Take them talismans. Affix them to your armor.
This is so different than from what I'm used to. In the other game, we're always stealing from each other.
Oh, sorry. And I'll pickpocket the coin.
Yeah, all right, there we go.
There you go.
I'll reverse pickpocket.
Oh shit.
Anyone want the Staff of Desert Winds? Not
I said if no one really wants it, you could keep it or sell it. Who knows?
selling it.
I think because I'm looking at 2 staffs I have already.
Yeah, I'm selling it. It's gone.
I have that boreal staff and my personal staff that I'm working on.
Mm-hmm. All right, so our total wealth is a lot.
Nice.
A lot? That's not a number. Can you quantify a lot?
Sure. It is 5,000.
10,000.
10,000?
How did you?
You're looking at our coinage. What we
Yeah.
have in raw cash money.
Yeah.
Our net worth is 10,000.
Oh dear
So
God.
what you're saying is our investors can get back 1,000 each from what they gave us.
Yes.
And we'll still be
Your investors aren't looking for monetary gain.
I know.
Hao Jin wants the artifacts for the Ruby Palace. And Victoria is interested in milking you for everything you're worth.
And if we add up our wealth as a party and the party total, it's about 42k, almost 43k.
Dear God.
But that's counting Lighters, who hasn't really been here.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but I will have to remove Victoria and Lighters from the party after this.
Yeah,
I
that's
had
fine.
a feeling.
And then just cleaning up all the stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. So, that means Zeros has all the money he needs, right?
Are you guys good with us splitting up the total coinage between everyone here?
So
Everyone
a
here?
grand each?
Yeah, sure.
Well, everyone
Oh,
that's in the
right.
party. So I'm just
Oh.
gonna round it to 5,000. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? Did I miss
Yeah.
Samchu?
Yeah, so McGee gets his portion too, right? Just making sure.
Okay, 6. Yes,
I mean,
we
he's
have
not
6 people.
here, but all right.
Sorry, am I miscounting? We have Grung, Disco, Hero, Xeris,
Samchu.
Samshu. I am bad at
That's
count.
I do have a question on some semantics, real quick, Bramble.
Sure.
So, what qualifies as a permanent magic item? I'm assuming like consumables don't count. Would it be
No,
like a +2
consumables
weapon?
are not. Yeah,
+2
talismans.
weapon.
Talismans are
Okay.
not because they are consumables as well. They're one use.
Okay. So
And
basically, if it doesn't have the consumable tag, it's
Permanent.
a plus something or other.
Yeah.
It's permanent. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone take 850, and I subtracted the 5,100 coins from the party loot.
850.
850.
Jesus.
Is that a lot?
It is a lot.
Yeah, and that's just like so you can go and buy items with kind of what we had already.
Before, you got 1,000 from the Magambia, 1,000 from Haojin, and 1,000 from Victoria's parents, and you guys thought 1,000 itself was a lot of money. Now you're getting basically 1,000 each.
I feel like we've come up in the world. I'm gonna use 30 of that gold. No, I'm gonna use 10 of that gold to host a banquet for everyone on the campus.
Aww.
I feel like
Does-
that's very fitting.
Does anyone mind if I take one of these the Striking Great Club of the Returning Trident.
Go for it.
All right, cool. Yoink.
You hold big club now.
I'm not gonna be using it. Let's be real.
Oh
here.
damn it! I was really hoping.
Wait a minute.
I was hoping to pray.
The mithril scale mail is not 4 gold pieces. It should be worth considerably more. Hang on. I think that's a mistake.
I mean,
It looks like mithril.
Hang on.
I
Huh?
look the steak.
What a worthless
No.
metal.
That's because the reason why that's a mistake is I think it didn't have any of the runes, and the metal doesn't add anything. I think. Does
Yeah,
it?
it should. It should very much add something. Precious material, like adamantine. That adds like 41,000 gold. Hang on.
Whoa.
Hold the fuck on. What did you do wrong?
I saw
Nothing.
that in real time, and that was
Yeah, I did
amazing.
too. I was like,
what
holy
the
god.
fuck are you doing?
Can you imagine seeing your bank account go like that?
Yeah, it is worth
Oh,
2,084 gold.
Oh, cool. I guess we sell that, right?
Where the hell did it go? Where the fuck did it go? Who took
Don't
it
worry
after
about it.
I was done
Don't
working
worry
on
about
it?
it. Don't worry about it.
Who the fuck? What the?
The biggest yoink in TTRPG history.
Right?
Listen, Bilbo, that isn't for you to fight the 5 armies with, all right?
So yeah, we just smelt that into mithril, and then we smelt that into gold, right? That's what happens.
You can
That's what happens.
you can actually put it down into the raw materials and get the mithril value out of it, which would be more. But it's up to you.
Oh, it's a level 12 magic item.
Yes, it is. That's why I'm going like, it is not worth 4 gold pieces. What did you do wrong?
Nothing. It was the game.
It was
It's
the
up to you
game's
guys.
fault.
Do what you want to do with it.
Damn. Time to look up ranger stuff for Pathfinder.
Alrighty, guys. I'm gonna head
Thank
out.
you, Bramble.
Thank you. I had a wonderful time. I will see you in 1 month. I need a lot of time to prep for 2 different modules that are coming up, including Bloodlords.
That's more than fair.
All right, guys. See you this time next week for my one-shot campaign.
Hell yeah, dude. I mean, if you want to run one.
I would like to play in one, but I can't
can-
because next
Oh, yeah,
week
work.
I'm working. Yeah.
Are you
tell
a
what.
forever DM, Bramble?
I am a Forever DM. Did you not see the fucking login for Foundry that says Forever DM Bramble?
I don't read. But I'll DM a game for you, man. Yeah, why not?
That's very sweet of you, sir. Thank you. I do appreciate it, and I will take you up on that offer, but I cannot do it next week.
No. It was a joke. We can make a time if you want to just do like a quick interim for the month, but
Yeah. Please. Thank you so much,
it would not
sir.
be a system or a world you would have ever touched before.
That's
but
fine.
it's- Okay.
I'm happy
You're
with
just, you're just desperate to play.
You have to understand. You have to understand, sir. We discuss Tinder and Grinder just like out of spite for people. Sometimes it's going like, yeah, I would like the birthday booty. So yeah, anything will do. Anything. Thank you.
Well,
What's
I've my brother TM'd for 5 years.
Yeah,
Damn.
23 years here.
He eventually went, I'm done.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, I kind of want to keep doing this. And so it took me a year, but I'm like, I'm going to GM. And I was bad, but I've gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
So I've been DMing for like over a year now. But
Well,
yeah,
it's like if it's not my game, there everyone's like, oh, but Bramble will DM. They volunteer him.
Yeah, they
Oh,
do
no.
volunteer me. Fucking
That's
Corey.
no.
Fucking
Corey did it.
Well, you know what, Bramble? If you can do a voice, you can play in my game.
I can definitely do a voice, but will it be the voice
Perfect.
that you want?
There you go.
It'll be the voice of your character.
Okay.
Yeah. What was it? We did Avernus, and then the whole Starfinder one. Fuck, dude. Starfinder was long.
Starfinder was long. But
I did
I
love
love
this game.
I love Garen. I love the Vesk.
Oh my god, fucking. Remember the Starfinder one shot with fucking the Skittermander gun?
Yes. Yes, I did the Skittermander one shot. That was fantastic.
I put it to the back of Tony's head. Drive the ship faster.
Tony pissed on an AI computer and then it stopped killing people.
It worked.
How does that
It
work?
worked. It
was
worked.
an exposed computer core, and it was going like, "I'm going to kill you all now." And Tony was like, "This is the bathroom."
Oh my lord.
Scooter Mansion was fun, actually.
Yeah. My character was all about, like, in the starship was like, he's there to motivate people, and one of them is you use intimidation to yell at them. So I, like, put the gun to the back of his character's head, like, do this! And he's like, oh my god!
It worked.
Wait, hold on. Why don't you play? So you never played? It's like 23 years.
I've only played in Quaid's campaign.
Mhm.
Okay. I was about to say, like, you must have played in Quaid's, like.
Yes, in Quaid's.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
I have offered multiple times.
If you gotta go now, then we can discuss what
Yeah.
you want to do later.
I
So.
do have to go, sir. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Have a wonderful day, everyone, and thank you so
Take care,
much.
Bramble. Thank you.
Thanks, Bramble.
Take care,
Have a
gang.
Thanks for the game, Brad.